morning and welcome to another update on the Argyle International Airport. Now, the last time we were on this site, we told you about the Warwick Road that we were expecting to remove so that we could extend the work in the first kilometer. Well, as you can see, the road has been removed and work continues here at Argyle non-stop. Today it is quite busy here at Argyle, and the Warwick Road is almost down to the level where we are in the first kilometer with the airport strip. That is the runway. Continuing in the next few weeks, the work here is expected to accelerate at a tremendous rate as we try to link the first kilometer with the second kilometer of the runway strip. Now, the earthworks are about 45%, over 45% complete at this time. And we are heading towards the end of the year where we're expecting to complete about 70% of the earthworks. And from the way things are going, we are expecting to reach that target. Of course, plans are still in place to start the construction of the terminal building and the other landside facilities. And so work in that area, which is the second kilometer, also continues here at Argyle. So a lot of things going on simultaneously. Working the first kilometer where we continue with the runway strip, and working the second kilometer, continuing with that runway strip as well, creating the embankments, continuing that work, and also preparing the area for the terminal building and the other landside facilities. So everywhere that you look in Argyle, work is taking place. From the south, east, north and west. We have work going on all around. And so too is the interest in the project. It is all around. Everybody is interested in what is happening here at Argyle. And believe me, this work is not lost on the children of our nation. So they continue to come in their numbers to the site to see what is happening here. Some of them just to see the trucks going about and the guys working. They enjoy that. But when they come here, they learn a lot more and they go away more educated than they came, having seen what is happening here at Argyle and having it explained to them. They leave here with a sense of something is going on. We're going to soon be flying on bigger planes from a better airport here in St. Vincent. And so recently we had a visit from the students, some of the students at the Richland Park Government School. And they were eager to learn about what we are doing here in Argyle. A lot of them had not been here as close as they are, and we were happy to have them. So I want you now to take a listen at some of the things that we spoke about and hear some of the questions that these children had for me. And we tried to do our best to answer each and every one of them and to help the children with what they are trying to accomplish. I told you before that we had 3 kilometers in the project, okay? One over there, and this is the second one that you're looking at. From the mountain here, all the way over there. The second one, okay? Now in this area, the runway strip that you saw forming over there will continue to run along there. All the way over. You could see the end of the rock by the sea. You see a pole sticking up in the air? Yeah. All the way over there. Look towards the end of the ocean. You see? Right. The runway is going as far back as over there. Okay? So a little part of the shoulder is going to drop into the ocean. So we're going to be doing some land. So we're going to take some land from the sea so that the shoulder could rest there. Alright? Also in this area, we are going to build the terminal building. Anybody ever traveled before? Been on a plane yet? Any plane? Any plane? Okay. Where you traveled from? E.T. Joshua Airport? Okay. Now you know when you're going to E.T. Joshua Airport, you go to the counter at Liat or any of the other airlines and you check in. And then you go to immigration. And from immigration you go into the departure lounge to sit down and wait until they call the flight. Right? When they call the flight, you go out on the tarmac and you board the plane. Now the building where you check in, check immigration and you sit down, that is called the terminal building. Right? It so happens that at E.T. Joshua, our control tower is on top of the terminal building. But out here at Argyle, the control tower is going to be separate from the terminal building. So the terminal building would be over there in that area where you go to catch the plane. And the control tower is going to be on a hill behind this house here. Right? We're going to have two terminal buildings over there. One is called a passenger terminal. That means it's for people. People go in there and check and do whatever they have to do. The other one is a cargo terminal. That means if we have produce or fish or anything that needs to go by air, like we send things out by Amerijet, they will go to the cargo terminal.
How important the airport will be to us?
How important? Now the airport is going to be very important for us, because it is through the airport that we will see a lot of things happening in the country that would help to improve the way we live. That means things we can buy, the kind of houses we can build, the shoes you could wear, where the money is going to come in. It's through this airport that a lot of those things would happen. Because, guys, listen up, we're expecting that once the airport is built, we would see a lot of tourists coming in. And when tourists come in, they don't only spend money in their hotels or at the restaurants. Sometimes they go to the local shops, the local bars, the market in Kingston, and they spend money. Now, if we have a lot of tourists coming in, we're going to need some more hotel workers. You might get a job, you might manage one of the hotels, right? So we're going to need more accommodation. We're going to need more workers, right? You guys follow cricket?
Yes.
No. One of the reasons we don't get a lot of big international one-day cricket matches here or test matches is because we don't have any place to put people, and we don't have the airlift. We don't have the big airplanes to bring in people, right? Once we have the international airport, we're expecting that more hotels will be built here because more people are coming in. Bigger planes would come so we could bring more people. And then with our good playing field that we have in Annisville, we should be able to host international matches, test cricket, big time one-day matches, and so on, right? And I was mentioning before that your farmers could ship food overseas, like mangoes and pawpaw and plum rolls, and get them to New York before they spoil, right? So they will make more money for them, and also they could sell more food to the hotels. So for you folks who are from Mess1, Richland Park and those areas, it will be very important for your parents, and for you if you decide to go into agriculture. At that point, agriculture might be looking real good, because now when you have your fruits, you could send them overseas and make more money for them. So agriculture might really be looking up, right? So we will see a lot of investment. So you had increased employment, increased tourism, you know, increased air access. And you want to go to Canada and England to see your family, you're gone. Airfare should be cheaper too. So it's very important for us, and we should see a lot of benefits. Now moving along to the lower end of Johnson Hill, you can see behind me men, heavy equipment operators hard at work. And these guys go at it all day, from 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening. And they do this every day, with the exception on every other Friday when they get a half day off, so they could go into Kingston and do their own business or go home and relax a little bit. And then they're back here on Sunday to continue this work, just to ensure that this project remains on schedule, so that you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, can enjoy improved air access, improved airport facilities, and all of the other things that we are expecting would be improved once this airport is completed and operating here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So this is Johnson Hill. They have managed to bust it in half. It is cut in two. And just a month or so ago, it was this big, massive hill in front of us. And some would have thought, when would they get that done? But at the rate at which they're going, there is no question, there is no wonder how or when. It will soon be done. And right now, it is halfway there. So they continue to work here at Johnson Hill. And the pace is fast. There is no slowing down here in Argyle. All around, in every area that persons are working, they're working diligently, steadfastly, to ensure that this project is completed on the scheduled time. And we are committed to it because we know that this is what we have promised, this is what the government has promised the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and this is what we are to deliver come the end of March 2012. So we are working on it, and with God's help and by His grace, we will get there.
Traveling to your favorite destination? Tired of changing planes and overnighting?
The Argyle International Airport is the solution.
Waiting for increased tourism and employment?
The Argyle International Airport is the solution. For the economic well-being of our country, support the construction of the Argyle International Airport.
Linking SVG to the world in 2012.
Like I said, work continues here all around Argyle Airport site, and the work in the second kilometer is also continuing. Soon we will see the construction of the terminal building and the other landside facilities, which would be located in the second kilometer that's just behind me over there. For those of you who have not yet seen what the terminal building would look like, I now want to give you a peek at it. Well, actually a good look at what it would look like. And if you want to see more, there is a slideshow going on right now every day for the next 3 or so weeks under the Singer Gallery, and you can go there and you can look at your leisure and take in the terminal building and some of the other landside facilities that will be located on that area of the project. So take a look at it. Now that you've seen what the terminal building and the other landside facilities would look like, I just want to let you know that work on the construction of those facilities should have commenced by the end of July, early August. But due to a delay in the tendering process, which is not yet completed, that is in the final stages of being completed, the work will be delayed by just a few weeks, so that by the end of September, we will begin the construction of the landside facilities, which include the terminal building. So give us a few weeks and you will see construction in that area starting. In the meantime, if you want to know more about what is happening here at Argyle, you can come and see us, call us 458-0333, or you can visit the website at www.svgiadc.com. Look out for the newspapers at the end of every month. We have an update in the newspapers, and there is no problem talking to us on the phone. Whatever questions you have, any concerns, call us and we're available to talk to you. So until next time, good evening.